So we are into our second week with little lady here, and she's so sweet. She's come seriously so far, night and day different kid than when she first moved in. We've just, figured out a little schedule for her, which helps. And I don't know, we really love having her here. She's so sweet. I almost feel like because she played hard to get in the beginning that we've attached faster to her than other kids. We love having her here. She's been a really good addition. But we found out some sad news last night. Do you want to share?
Yeah, so we last night, her caseworker called us and informed us that she's going to be moving out today, in just a couple hours actually, because the home, her brothers were moved to a different foster home, and she has room to take one more kid out, or at least the state's extending her license so she can have one more kid. So they're moving her into her brother's foster home so that way all the siblings can be together. So super sad for us, really great for her. Ultimately, it's best to keep siblings together most of the time. In this case it is, so they're going to be moving her into that house in just a little bit.
So we've spent the morning packing up her things, and this is the shortest placement we've ever had. It's been 9 days, something like that. And like I said, the fastest I've attached, so it's hard, but that's what we signed up for. That's being foster parent. So, but on the note of her leaving, I can't even say how many messages I got about when our girls left, the videos we made about the girls, just people being really confused why the girls would suddenly be removed and why they would transition them when they'd been with us for almost a year. So we got a whole bunch of questions asking, just people really, really concerned why the girls left. Like, why would the state make a decision like that? It seemed that they were really thriving. Why would they do that? I don't understand. It makes me really mad. It makes me really sad. The system's so screwed up. Like, we heard so many things. And the truth of the matter is that I couldn't share the details. I couldn't share all the facts that went into it, that went into the move. One, for their protection, and two, for their privacy. It really is their story to tell. It's not our story to tell. And if I was able to share all the details and share all the facts, you all would be like, oh, okay, I also understand why. Did she wave? You also would understand why the move had to happen, and it was devastating on all fronts. For them, for us, for our kids, for everybody involved. But it was something that really did need to happen. If someday they get to a point where they want to talk about it and they want to share the details, they can. But our job here isn't to air their dirty laundry. It's not to paint this picture where they might possibly wear a scarlet letter the rest of their lives, and the reason why we're doing this is just to kind of raise awareness of foster care and kind of just take away the mystery and the fear of it. All we're doing here is being a mom and dad to kids who need it. That's it. And it's not to put these kids in a position where they look back and they go, I can't believe that she said that on camera about my story. That's not what we're here for. So I wish I could go into further detail about what went on to help you all understand, but at the same time, I need you to trust the situation enough to know that it was the right decision. But on that, we wanted to talk about the reasons why kids move through foster care, because there's been confusion there too. So obviously with this little miss, a reason why is to reunify siblings. So that's one reason. If a family member suddenly pops their head up and said, oh wait, I have space and I have the capacity to care for my cousin's kids, then they're looked at to be moved. Obviously, if the parents have cleaned up their life and can get their kids back, that's a reason why kids move. What else is there?
There's short-term, long-term homes. So you can actually just sign up to take kids short-term, which would be like a few months or less. So if you reach the end of that, they would move to a more
long-term home.
Long-term home. So if they think the case might be short-term, and it ends up being long-term, there might be a move. There's also just emergency homes, placement homes, where kids will move in for up to, I think, 3 days.
Yeah.
That's like right out of whatever situation they're in, right into these emergency placement homes if they can't find a long-term or short-term home to put the kids in. They'll put them in these emergency homes, and then they will do their best to try and figure out what these kids need, so that they can best find a longer-term home that would best suit them. So a lot of times there's a move there. Homes will take a kid just for a few days until they can find a good spot for them to be. Sometimes they split siblings on purpose. If all the siblings are together and they realize that one of the siblings is causing harm, like physically or emotionally, to the other siblings, sometimes they'll remove that one.
And not just that, but a lot of the kids that come into care, they've been the parents and they've been raising their little siblings and been providing food and been providing everything, every mothering role to these kids. And so sometimes kids will come into care, and if they look at the 5-year-old and they realize, wow, you've been taking on the mother role for the 2 and 1-year-old, and they realize that there's no way that kid will be able to be free of that if they're all in the same environment again, then they will split them there too. Just to give the 5-year-old a break and just the chance to be a kid, you know, and so that's another reason for splits. Another reason for moving, you know, these kids come into care with, they've seen too much. They've seen way too much, and they've been exposed to way too much, or else they wouldn't be in this position. And they say that foster kids experience PTSD at twice the rate of war veterans. And so you see, being foster parents, you see a lot of that. And truth be told, some people can't handle it, and they think, they sign up and they think, yeah, we're all the way in, we can do this, and they get into it and realize, wow, we bit off way more than we could chew. And so sometimes they have to move the kids just simply because it was too much. And then there's other times where they look into your home and they think, you know what, this kid is struggling with this issue, and this issue, and they're like, but you're really skilled in these opposite issues. But the home down the street knows exactly what to do with these and has all the tools to help this kid thrive and has dealt with other children with these same traumas. It might be better for this kid to transition into a different home so that that parent can really just help them heal in that department. Not that another home couldn't learn those things, but a home that's already skilled there might do an immediate better job, and the kid might thrive better in that home setting, you know. And so those are all kind of the basic reasons why kids bounce through care. And it's, you know, bouncing is hard because anytime a kid has the chance to get attached again, any removal is just kind of like it comes across as another rejection. But sometimes it's for the best, and even though they don't necessarily see that way, but not all moves are this horrible situation of, oh my goodness, I can't believe that parent gave up on that kid and just moving through the system. Sometimes it's there's so much more to the story than you can see. So anyways, the rest of today we're gonna kind of just prepare to say goodbye to this babe, and yeah, and just wait for the next kiddo and just trust that she's in good hands and that she's gonna be cared for and loved. And you know, that's another, there's so many hard parts of foster care. I'm sure I say that all the time. This is another hard part. But once they leave, it's out of your control, and so all you can do is have faith that they're being protected still, and they're being cared for. And so I don't know where she's going. I don't know what the home's like, but we know that we've given her everything we have in the 9 short days she's been here, and that's all. You know, that was all the story wrote for her and for us, and that's all there was. Anything else?
I'm hungry.
Hey, man. What, buddy? Oh, where's your sippy? In the refrigerator? Go get it. On another note, packing this little girl this morning. So when she came here, she only had the clothes on her back pretty much. And when I was packing her, we had this giant box. So I was like, oh, I'm probably gonna have like very little stuff to put inside of here. And I filled the entire box. And the crazy thing is that all of that stuff was brought by our community. People heard like, oh, you got a new foster baby, and dropped off clothes and gift certificates and car seats and jumperoos and cans and cans of formula and bottles. Yeah, you have 15 cans of formula and boxes of diapers and front packs and backpacks and like diaper bags and everything we possibly needed to successfully parent her. And that would not have happened if we had not been rallied around by our community. And one of the questions I get a lot actually is, I'm not a foster parent right now, but how can I bless foster parents? What can I do for the people who are in those shoes, who are in the trenches? And I need to make a video about that soon because there are so many ways you could bless a foster family and thank them for what they're doing and thank them for their sacrifice for these kids. And what happened with us with her was just one of the many ways, and we just feel, I'm thankful on her behalf that she was just so surrounded and has a full, crazy, huge wardrobe now, and she's only been with us for 8 days. So that was a really cool thing to see. And just feeling really rallied around and supported. And yeah, I mean, it's true. Like it takes a village with your own kids. It takes an even bigger village with foster kids. You know, they need to know that they are worthy of being loved by as many people as possible, and what better way than to shower them with everything that they need. So it's been really cool. Missy. What? I see you. I see you. Who is that? Paisley. Right.
Who's this right here? Who's this guy?
Good job.
Who is this?
You.
Who's this right here?
Baby. Are we gonna miss this little Missy? Can you give her kisses? Another sister in the books.
I'll never give her kisses.
That's not true. You're such a good brother to her.
Ah.
My pants.
Love you.
So